So me again, it's been a while since I last updated or vlogged, as it were. It's been quite a week. So much has happened this week. So if I sort of rewind to when I got diagnosed with cancer, work is a very big part of my life, and it's really important to me to be able to work. So the first thing I said to my doctor when they said that I had cancer was, well, will I be able to go to my security conference? And the doctors obviously thought I was joking, but of course I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking at all. I had my chemo, and my team are still planning the event, and that's what I think is happening. And I need to do an opening presentation. I've got all these amazing speakers lined up. A dear friend of mine, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, who's an MP and Deputy Speaker at House of Commons, who's going to address the event. It was just, it was everything. And a few days before the event, I called my doctors and I said, look, here's the event, and I'd really like to go to it. And I was sort of told, well, no, actually, that's insane. There's absolutely no way you can go. So this particular convention on the 6th of June happened to be day 8 after my first chemo. So it was the start of the second week. So I also asked the chemo nurse. I got the same response. I asked my key worker, Lisa. She's also a nurse. Got the same response. Then I tried it again, and I thought, no, I'm not done yet. I'm gonna give it one more go. A few days ago, and so it was Michelle, another nurse, and she said, this is insane. I was like, oh, look, I've gone on Amazon and I've ordered those surgical masks, and to which I was told that actually those don't work at all. I mean, I didn't realize this. But she explained that you need to be in a sterile environment, like a hospital, for those to work, or they'll work for about 10 minutes and then they don't work. On top of people in a big conference center breathing all over each other, it was dangerous, it was insane. And after asking about 4 or 5 medical professionals who all said, no, you're crazy, I had to concede that obviously I couldn't go. So I told my team, and I was just really, really upset because this was, it meant so much to me to be there. And then by some absolute miracle, I mean, it's just... it just makes me so happy. A member of my team, she phoned up. It was like 2 days before the event, and she said, I was talking to an AV company, and we're going to put in video conferencing capability. I mean, it's at the Tower of London, so this is a really old building. It's not a modern conference centre. It's in the old Armories building with wooden floors and sort of stone walls and what have you. And within, 2 days' notice, she got an AV company in, and she was like, "I've got it all figured out, Christina. We're going to beam you in, and you can open the conference. You'll be on the sort of big screen. We've got it all sorted. You can then watch and interact with the crowd throughout the conference." So I was like, oh my God. I mean, it just brought tears to my eyes because it meant so much to me that that they sorted this. It was a bit of a surprise, and they wanted to make sure that they could get it all sorted. And when they did, they called to tell me that I could actually go to it after all. So then it was just like, oh my God, they've done this for me. Now I need to get it together. What am I going to say? I haven't actually planned my presentation because I wasn't expecting to do this. And I've got to do a sort of welcome address and kick off the event. And just for the past 2 days, I've literally been non-stop sort of preparing for it, writing, practicing, where was I going to set up my laptop, where was I going to do this, so that, the backdrop was right. And And most importantly, the speakers that I had arranged to speak at the event, they were all sort of close friends of mine in the industry, and I needed to give a sort of welcome for each of them that, you know, was really meaningful to them and to me, and personal. So I was just put, as usual, you know, it was just a silly sort of like 5-minute opening, but like an immense amount of pressure on myself. And then there was the hair thing. Oh my god! You know, am I going to wear my new wig? I actually still have like this little bit of fuzz. I'm trying to like rock the shaved head. You know, how do I do this? And in the end, I decided I really wanted to do it without my wig on. So yeah, so I've just been sort of working to that. It was a bit stressful at home. Ryan and I were sort of arguing because I'm under stress, and then I'm shouting at him, and you know, and it's just, you know, deep down what I sort of realised was happening was that I was just, you know, generally scared about what's sort of happening to me, and this is the one thing I could like just hold on to and sort of focus on, and it's sort of getting me through it, but also like causing like a lot of stress. But I knew I wanted to do it. I regret it if I didn't, and all the rest of it. Anyhow. So it happened this morning. I was literally bricking it. I thought, oh my god, what's happening with people? And I'm like, you know, are the speakers there? Is the Susie Lamplugh Trust there? Is Lindsay there? You know, what's the crowd like? Is it full? I think that I did well. I was told, I've got my team sort of texting me, they said I smashed it, and then there was a number of presentations by those that I work with, colleagues, and my dear friend Lindsay, and he just, in his opening remark, just said this lovely speech about me, and I just, you know, like I started crying just thinking about it. He said, Christina's a dynamo, and you know, we wish her all the best, and we do anything for her. And he told a little story about something I'd done previously when we worked together at Parliament, and that was quite nice. And it was just, you know, it all sort of brought a tear to my eyes. It meant really the world to me to be able to still do things like this. Even though you're kind of dealing with chemo, it's just literally these sort of little things that that really matter. And then I sort of, you know, carried on watching all the speeches and presentations, and they were really amazing. But by lunch, when they broke for lunch, I realised just the sort of, it was ridiculous. It was like a 5-minute speech. But the physical toll it took on me, I really didn't realise. I was just absolutely shattered. I was exhausted. I literally just passed out for a few hours, and then woke up not too long ago, and then I got to close the conference, which was quite nice. I was luckily I put some more lip gloss on. I hadn't expected that, but I was watching the sort of closing remarks before everyone broke away for the day and went out for a drink at the pub. And then they sort of beamed me back in, and I got to say thank you. And it was a really amazing day. And I also got this really lovely card. My team keep sending flowers and cards and sending good luck vibes, and they all sort of signed it and all these really lovely remarks. And it's just, you know, it is these things that you know, just make you realise how lucky you are.